Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new League of Legends video. So a very interesting post has just been very recently posted by Riot, and I feel like this is definitely something I should talk to you guys about, and overall just give you guys an idea as to what this post is and what it can mean, because it is quite game changing and it is going to be quite huge. So a very quick TLDR, Riot is trying to change the pace of the game, especially around the early stages. Now this is specifically targeted towards competitive play, LCS, and even more specifically the upcoming Worlds. But obviously the pro players, whenever they're playing competitive games, play on the exact same patches that we, I guess the casual players, also play on. So whatever changes happen to change the way the competitive scene works also affects the casual scene or the non-competitive scene, and vice versa. So with all that out of the way, let's finally go into what these big changes coming to League of Legends very soon are. So first off, keep in mind these changes are being implemented to try and change the way the lane swapping meta currently works, again mainly in competitive play. Now one of their first big changes that is also going to be affecting us is the changes to the turrets, because now turrets apparently can give a first blood reward. Obviously not when the turret kills a champion, but actually the opposite, when you kill a turret and it's the first turret that ended up dying in the entire game. And what this turret first blood offers is plus 275 local gold, aka players that are actually in the vicinity of the turret that just got destroyed, and plus 25 global gold including the person that's also within the vicinity. And apparently turret's AI has been also updated so it'll defend allied champions better, because I don't know how many times I've personally got tower dove, but the turret just doesn't really seem to respond accordingly, or it just doesn't really seem to be as useful as I feel like it should be. But on top of this, and if also you're not aware, all the turrets have a buff called Fortification, which lasts 7 minutes, which gives the turrets 35% damage reduction from all sources. But this is going to be changed slightly as well, because now the duration is only 5 minutes, not 7, the damage reduction has been lowered to 30%, and Fortification has been completely removed from bot lane turrets. But to slightly compensate, the outer turret HP has been increased by 200. So at first it doesn't seem like the biggest of deals, but when you look at the fact that Fortification has been removed from the bot lane turrets, this completely changes around how you would want to play out the laning phases, because now the bot lane turrets can be much easier to get. There's going to be a lot more incentive to get them, because that's how you get the first blood turret gold. And whether you're talking about competitive scene or the casual scene, I feel like this is definitely going to be changing the meta and overall just how things are played out. So that right there is the first huge change coming to League of Legends, mainly for a competitive play, but will also impact the non-competitive scene. But the next change I have to talk about is honestly a little bit bigger, because I seriously feel like this change is going to be changing just overall how the laning phase will be played out, because it's changing something that we've been so used to and has been around in League of Legends for as long as I can remember, but now is going to be different. And that change is as follows. The way the cannon minions are going to be spawning in every single lane has been completely changed, because now each team gets one cannon minion per wave, rotating per lane. Or in other words, bot lane will get a cannon minion in lane at wave 3 from the start of the game, of course, mid lane will get it at wave 4, so the one right after the bot lane, and then top lane will get it at wave 5, and it'll keep repeating over and over until 20 minutes. However, once the game passes 20 minutes, mid lane will have a cannon wave at wave 40, and then bot lane and top lane will get one wave in wave 41, I'm assuming at the exact same time, and then that will keep repeating until 35 minutes, at which point every single wave will get a cannon. So this will change the way the experience is gained throughout the lane, the times you hit a certain level in your lane, the way you get your gold, and how much gold you overall get at a certain point of the game as well is also going to be different. How fast you can push in waves, especially to turrets, to start taking the tower down, when you can start backing to base, because usually backing when a cannon minion wave is on its way is the best scenario, since it does take longer to push in. All of this is going to be completely different. Lanes are getting different cannon minions at different times, and combining this with the changes happening to the towers and the fortification buff, especially for bot lane, plus the first blood also is going to be completely different. Again, remember that the bot lane is the one losing the fortification on the first tower, and on top of that, the bot lane is the first lane to get the first cannon wave of the game. So once this finally does roll out, I have to say I am going to be very curious to see how it'll affect the game, because it should definitely affect it quite drastically. But either way guys, I will link this post made by Riot in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. But that's about it for this video. If you did enjoy it, let me know by hitting that like button, subscribe if you haven't, check out my other videos as well. But I thank each and every one of you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.